What's up, guys? Welcome back to another denim video. So we got a very tedious project to tackle today, and if I'm being honest, I am not looking forward to it, but I know the end results is going to be worth the pain. So if we take a look, the biggest eyesore on denim is easily the rusty frame, and I'm beating myself up because we should have done this when I had the whole thing torn apart installing the Rough Country lift kit, but I didn't. I only did a small portion right here. I should have done the whole freaking thing, and it would have been so much easier without all the components on there. And now we're gonna have to do a bunch of more masking and, you know, sanding around things. It's gonna be a royal pain in the butt. So if you go to install a lift kit, go ahead and do this while you got everything off the truck. It's gonna make life so much simpler. Either way, we're gonna tackle it, we're gonna get it done, and then we got 2 more trucks to do it on as well, Larry and Gamble. That right there looks freaking horrid. It's gonna take so many hours of wire wheeling and just crying, if I'm being honest. It's not gonna be freaking fun, but it's gonna look so good by the end of this. Let's quit complaining. Let's pull this thing down to the basement and get started. Well, we got our 2 drill batteries charging. Hopefully we don't run into a nightmare with that, but here's what we're gonna be using today. So obviously got a huge thing of wire wheel from Amazon. There's a whole bunch of different sizes and stuff. Hopefully they're halfway decent. If they are, I'll have a link to them in the description. And then for painting, we are going to be using the VHT roll bar and chassis paint. I got 6 cans of it. Hopefully that's going to be enough. I would assume it is. We got to get this thing up on jack stands so that we don't get any paint on our wheels and tires. It's always sketchy to me not having any tires on, but we got our 4 main jack stands, frame, rear end, left our jack under there holding light pressure, and then up front. These guys ain't even touch anything, but if it falls, I guess hopefully it'll grab something. But we're gonna go ahead and I think remove our front shock so we don't have to worry about scuffing or painting that. Take this flap out, and then we have pretty much full access. Take that SFR badge off. Full access all the way to the rear. It's a little tight with a leaf spring, but we use some cardboard boxes to throw up, cover the exhaust, and I think on the driver's side, we just have our brake lines. Yep, so just have to worry about those, and I think we're gonna go ahead and sand that down or wire wheel it with the bolts, and that way everything will match good. So yeah, gonna be a little tight on the front and the rear, but the middle section, which is the worst, should be pretty easy. Well, I can't find my little push pin popper, so hopefully this will work. Somebody's bogging. 18-wheeler bogging. It's probably the best bet to just go ahead and remove these. That way we don't run into any issues with them, because they look nice and shiny, and we want to keep them that way. Well, our grinder died and the batteries are just about shot in the drill. So Harbor Freight for the win. 43 bucks later, got this guy and 2 wire wheels. So yeah, it's worth spending 43 bucks versus having to charge that battery every 10 minutes. many hours, and I think my hands are gonna be permanently tingly, but we are making some major freaking progress. Just polish it and clear coat it. I mean, honestly, even just spray painting over the rust would have done wonders. But started over here. I've got our brackets taken off for our brake lines and emergency brake. There's 3 of them right there. And so I'm gonna peel that back and start hammering down over here. And then when my drill battery charges, I'll go back and get the smaller places like right here and some of the places in the rear. But it is coming a long way. There ain't been one single moment that I have enjoyed. It has been pure misery the entire time. I decided to try this wire wheel that I bought. It's flat, and holy crap, it works so much better than that one. I don't know what that one's intended for, but in most cases, you can get this frame so much better with a flat one. Super crazy heavy on the first one. Just want to start letting it tack up, and we'll go heavier as we go. Now we're starting to look like something. right, guys, well, here she is, and holy crap, what a world of a difference that made. It is so much better without that crusty looking frame. It is a nice, not fully gloss, but it's like, it's not matte, it's shiny, but it's not a super glossy. It's somewhere in between, but I am very happy with it. Sorry if the wind wrecks y'all, or if you see the camera flopping because the bugs are freaking out here trying to tear me up. It's not absolutely perfect. I did not spend like show truck worthy time prepping it, like sanding every square inch. What the heck is that noise? But man, it looks so much better. Oh, focus. Looks really clean. Glad I decided to go ahead and paint that shiny bracket. That part right there looks freaking mint. Holy crap, it looks good. And then underneath looks really good for the most part. I missed a couple spots that I wish I hadn't of, but overall, it just looks really freaking good. Focus, oh yeah. I'm very pleased with it. Got up underneath here, got the leaf spring hanger. I don't know what y'all are seeing because I can't see the camera, but got all that there. And the frame does hang down pretty low on this truck, so, you know, of course, I see y'all in the comments talking about it, but I, of course, see it every time I look at the truck. It was a pretty big eyesore seeing that big frame being so rusty hanging down. And now it is a nice black finish, and I'm stoked with it. Just makes it so much more premium looking. I'm stoked with it. Got all the brackets back on there holding our brake lines, painted those, and it cleaned up good. That's the light shining through right there. That's not like faded paint. Oh yeah, looks super freaking good. I am stoked with it. So I'll have a link to everything that I used in the description. I would say if you just are planning on using a drill with a battery, spend the extra money and get that corded whatever grinder that I bought. I'll see if they're on Amazon. If not, I'll have a link to the Harbor Freight where I bought it. But it made life so much easier. Not having to wait for something to charge is just a game changer. So it was definitely a day's project, and if I was wanting the whole frame to be perfect, it would be a multiple day project, which probably will end up being the case on Gamble for sure, because I want to get it really good. But this one, I mean, even as is, it's freaking awesome. It's a pain in the butt getting those shocks back in there, but I'm glad I took them out. That way we didn't have any issue getting paint on them or anything. Yeah, that looks super freaking good. So I am stoked with it. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Be sure to comment, let me know what you use. Once again, VHT roll cage and frame paint is what I used, and I'm pleased with it. It's what I'll use in the future as well. So yeah, subscribe if you're new, ring that bell notification. And with that said, I'll see y'all in the next video.